Can I ask you a leadership question? It's probably not the toughest leadership question you'll ever be asked, but it is a deep one and a sincere one, and one that if you'll take the time to answer it honestly and wrestle with the answer until you really have a hold of it, it could change the way you lead and live and love. Here's the question. Serious question. Do you hate you more than you love the people you've been called to lead? I'm Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. I can tell you without any doubt that I've struggled for a large portion of my life with an attitude of rejection. Fear that I wouldn't be accepted in some way has caused me to divert my own attentions, my own efforts, my own prospects for new jobs, new ideas, new opportunities, to divert them into either absolutely inaction or at least to bury the notion so that no one else knows I ever had the idea. Because I don't want to be rejected by people. I think we all struggle with that. Parents, they deal with the rejection, especially if you've ever parented teenagers, but it starts as early as 2 or 3 when you offer to put on their shoes and they say, no, I can do it myself, and they end up with 2 different shoes on or their shoes on the wrong feet. And as a parent, you feel a little bit rejected and a little bit slighted and then wonder, what will other parents think of me when my child goes into public with their shoes on the wrong feet? Or a blue shirt and red and green striped pants. There's a little bit of rejection there. Bosses feel rejection when they share new ideas or opportunities with their employees and their employees laugh at them or mock them or snicker or do nothing. Leaders feel this way when they have ideas and they want to see society move forward and they want to see progress and nothing happens. Or coaches when their teams fail to thrive and win because they reject the ideas of the coach or they just won't do the work necessary. And so we all feel rejection at some point. I believe it was Jerry Seinfeld who said, understand that most people fear public speaking more than they fear death. Which means most people would rather be in the box than speaking the eulogy over it at a funeral. Well, what is the fear of public speaking? It's not really the fear of talking, because we all do that, most of us quite well, even if it's just in the mirror or to the dog. It's the fear that when we talk in front of a large group of people that we will be rejected, that our ideas will make no sense or we'll fumble around with them and not be able to tell a good story. And it's that fear of rejection, not necessarily the rejection itself, the fear of rejection that derails our destinies. It makes us feel like I don't want to launch into that because somebody may say to me, you're just not worthy of this, or that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard, or what makes you think you're the right one for this job? And those are the kinds of things that cause us to do, nothing. Which means whatever could have been in our future, the people we could have led, the people we could have loved, the people we could have seen innovation and ideas change their lives, well, it just never happens because we're too afraid of being rejected by them or somebody else. And so the easiest way to avoid that rejection is to do nothing, to stay silent, to hide in the corner. I want to challenge you. Attitude, by definition, is thought plus feeling. It's what you think about how you feel, and how you feel about what you think. That's an attitude. And the fear of rejection, it's an attitude. In fact, rejection is an attitude. And it's an attitude that as leaders, we've got to not only avoid in ourselves, but we've got to crush it in people around us by giving them acceptance, by acknowledging their ideas, by affirming their positive attributes, by encouraging them to take risks, to take chances, to do new things, to have new ideas and verbalize them, to stand up front and speak their ideas to the world and let people see and hear what they might bring in the way of innovation. I challenge you as a leader to appreciate, to affirm, to accept the people around you. Don't bury them in rejection, and don't let them fear your rejection. Your attitude could make a huge difference in your own dreams, your own destinies, and the destinies of those that you lead. But if you fear rejection so much that you hate yourself for failing before you've even failed, or you fear the rejection of the people that you're supposed to lead, then chances are you won't. So accept them and love them, and find that acceptance and love in and for yourself so that you too can get past the fear of rejection and that attitude that can steal your dreams and destinies. I'm Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast for Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day. Leadership team. If attitude is going to have a deep impact on your business and bottom line, make it a positive attitude with a positive impact. Visit jlorennorris.com/attitude hack